On the night the stars trembled, a child was born unseen. The gods searched the threads of fate and found nothing. For the first time in eternity, fear passed through them. Arya's cry was ordinary, yet it echoed through the heavens. The threads of fate rippled, and a loophole appeared.
The hours themselves will bend for her. Even I cannot measure what she will do.
The threads of fate tear at her coming. She is a storm the world cannot contain. Life clings to her stubbornly. Do we destroy her now, or let this error grow?
I create her loophole, and in my love I have doomed us all, or saved us all.
The universe had an error. A human hand cradled it, unaware of the weight it carried. If she lives, the future dies. The night Arya turned 8, the moon refused to stay quiet. It hung low in the sky, swollen and pale, as though watching her, waiting. Arya sat on the woven mat outside their hut, knees pulled to her chest. The forest around her breathed softly. Trees swayed though there was no wind. Crickets went silent the moment she lifted her eyes to the moon. She didn't know why she loved the moon so much, only that it felt like someone was looking back. Inside the hut, her father stirred. He was not fully a god anymore, not fully mortal either. A mini-god stripped of his throne for one crime: love. He rose suddenly, hand clutching his chest. The air had shifted. Far beyond the mortal world, above time, above flesh, the gods had gathered again. The realm trembled as the god of time stepped forward. His form flickered, aging and unaging all at once. A thread. Missing. Impossible. How can fate lose its shape? The god of destiny stared into the loom of existence, her many eyes narrowing. This child, she should not exist. She is outside the weave. She is not written in our design. The loom burned where Arya's life should have been. A gap, a wound. The god of choice smiled, and for the first time the gods felt fear. She chooses. She bends reality with every breath. The universe trembles for her. Storms rumbled beneath the council floor. The god of death tilted his head, voice calm, curious. Do we destroy her now, or let this error grow? Silence. Then, a voice not meant to speak in that realm echoed through the council. Her father. I created her loophole, Adin, and in my love. The gods turned. You dare! Destiny hissed. He did not bow. You wrote a world without mercy. I gave it a choice. The loom shook violently. Back to the mortal world. Arya gasped. The moon flared, just for a second. The mat beneath her feet cracked. She didn't scream, she didn't cry. Instead, she whispered, Why is everything listening to me? The trees bent toward her. The wind finally arrived. Inside the hut, her father knew. They had found her. The night Arya learned fear, the moon blinked. Just once. No one else noticed, but the forest did. Arya was still on her mat, staring upward when the air suddenly thickened, like the world was holding its breath. The fireflies froze mid-air, their lights dimmed. Then a shadow fell where no shadow should exist. Not from a tree, not from the hut, from above. Arya's smile faded. Moon, she whispered. Inside the hut, her father's heart slammed against his ribs. He felt it, that pressure, that cold recognition. A god was near. From the darkness between trees, someone stepped forward. Tall, too still, skin like polished stone, eyes reflecting starlight but holding none of it. The god of death had not come in fury. He had come to observe. Arya felt her chest tighten. Every instinct screamed run, but her feet wouldn't move. Child, the god said gently, voice like earth closing over a grave. You are loud. I didn't mean to be, Arya replied. The ground beneath her mat cracked. The god tilted his head. You don't choose to bend the world, he said. You do it by existing. Inside the hut, her father burst forward. Don't speak to her! The god turned slowly. Ah, so this was the traitor. The first choice, the god looked back at Arya. Do you know what happens to errors? He asked. Arya shook her head, eyes wet. They are corrected. The moon dimmed. Trees groaned. Her father dropped to his knees. Please, he begged. She's just a child. The god's gaze softened for half a heartbeat. Then he extended his hand. The forest began to die quietly. Leaves browned mid-branch. Fireflies fell dark. Arya screamed, "No!" And for the first time, she chose. The ground surged upward like a wave. The god staggered back. The moon flared violently, flooding the forest with blinding white light. Time stuttered. The god smiled. Ah, he whispered, so this is why they fear you. When the light vanished, the god was gone. So was part of the forest, burned not by fire but by absence. Arya collapsed into her father's arms, shaking. I didn't mean to, she sobbed. I just wanted it to stop. Her father held her tighter than he ever had, behind them unseen by both. The moon cracked, just a little.